Imagination Storybooks presents Melusine, Birds of Many Feathers, written by Geraldine v. Oades-Sese, Ph.D. Narrated by Aaron Riemann. Audio description narrated by Tom Jordan, and written by Bonnie Barlow, from illustrations by Francesca A. Guerrero.
On the cover, a little girl has brown hair pulled back in a ponytail and big brown eyes. She smiles as she peeks out from behind bright green bushes. All around, birds are perched on nearby tree branches. A very bright blue one with black stripes on its wings, a little yellow one with an orange head, and a red one with black wings. In red letters, Melusine. In blue letters below, Birds of Many Feathers. Melusine's bedroom is decorated in white and pink striped wallpaper. Hand-painted pictures and drawings are displayed on the walls. A crescent moon, a tall leafy tree, a crayon drawing of a square house with a peaked roof and the sun behind clouds. A mom, dad, and little girl holding hands, and a picture with a brown and yellow bird. Melusine fluffs her pillow and makes her bed.
Melusine jumped out of bed and quickly dressed for her big adventure. Today begins her quest to find her mystery bird. Melusine recognized a noise outside her window. She knew that call anywhere. She threw the windows wide open.
Good morning, red-bellied woodpecker.
The shock of red on the back of her neck made her easy to spot.
The woodpecker clings to the bark of the tree with its claws and beats its long beak against the tree trunk rapidly. A red-bellied woodpecker has black and white barred feathers with a white belly. Males have a red crown and nape. Females have a red nape but lack a red crown.
You're not my mystery bird.
A woodpecker sounds like this.
My mystery bird sounds like...
Wearing binoculars around her neck, Melusine arrives at the bottom of the steps with a big smile on her face. Her mother holds plates with eggs and toast on them. She raises an eyebrow at her daughter as she flies past.
Melusine raced downstairs with her camera and birding gear.
Kamusta po?
"How are you?" she shouted to her mother as she dashed out to the backyard. When Melusine stepped outside, a brilliant red bird flitted out of the bushes and up to a treetop. As he fluffed his feathers, he trilled,
You are not my mystery bird. You're a northern cardinal.
A bright red bird flies toward a lighter-colored bird that is perched on a branch. They call to each other. Northern cardinal males are brilliant red with reddish-orange beaks and black masks. Adult females are pale brown overall with warm reddish tinges in the wings, tail, and crest. A cardinal sounds like this.
Melusine tiptoed through the grass.
In the backyard, Melusine looks up at birds perched on the power lines as she steps on a branch that cracks.
3 bluish-gray birds fluttered from the power lines overhead.
You can't be my mystery bird. You are rock pigeons.
Rock pigeons come in various colors, but the most common form has a gray back, 2 black bars in its wings, and a blue-gray head with a luminous blue neck and throat. A rock pigeon sounds like this.
Out of the corner of her eye, she noticed something creeping up a tree trunk. Oh, how the little bird blended perfectly with the bark! Melusine wondered.
Could you be my mystery bird?
She had never seen this little bird before, so she flipped the pages of her bird identification book.
On one side of a tall tree trunk, a bird feeder holds seeds on a shelf. On the other side and higher up the trunk, a little brown bird with a white belly taps on the tree with its beak. The brown creeper has a long spine-tipped tail, a slender body, and a downward curved bill. Its back is mottled brown, and its underparts are white. A brown creeper sounds like this.
Aha! You're a brown creeper. What a treat! I have a new bird to add to my list.
Sang the brown creeper. Melusine shook her head.
But you are not my mystery bird.
Melusine writes in a notebook. In the left column is the date. In the right column, she puts the name of the bird species. In the next column, she marks the quantity of birds she sees. And in the final column, she notes the location. A bird bath on a pedestal is filled with water, and the birds are splashing about and singing. Melusine looks through her binoculars to see them more closely. Several species are in the yard. A nest with eggs in it is visible in a hole in a tree.
Just then, a pair of black-capped chickadees flew down onto Melusine's bird feeder to snatch sunflower seeds.
Bonjour, my cute chickadees,
she exclaimed.
The black-capped chickadee is small and compact, with a thin, short bill, black cap and bib, white cheeks, gray back and wings, and a light, puffy underpart. A black-capped chickadee sounds like this.
Tiny bluebirds fluttered to the bird bath, splashing and playing together, as Melusine waited patiently for her mystery bird to appear.
The eastern bluebird has a chest with white underneath. Females are grayish above, with bluish wings and tails and subdued orange-brown breasts. An eastern bluebird sounds like this.
Suddenly, a loud, harsh caw made her jump. All the other birds scattered in every direction. Melusine knew that call. That must be a red-shouldered hawk.
Oh no! You are going to scare my mystery bird,
she thought.
The red-shouldered hawk is a large bird with a brown body and black and white alternating stripes on its wings and tail. The red-shouldered hawk sounds like this.
Melusine searched and searched, but the only bird she spotted was a blue jay perched on a tree. Moving closer, she realized the hawk calls were coming from the blue jay.
Melusine looks through the binoculars at a bright blue, white, and black bird perched on a branch above her. It has blue feathers above and white below, with a prominent crest and a bold black necklace. Its wings and tail have black bars. A blue jay sounds like this.
You clever bird. Your little trick scared the others away. Now I'll never find my mystery bird.
Bonjour.
Good morning,
Mel,
Papa said, coming into the yard.
it's time to go to the market.
Melusine pouted. disappointed that her search had ended.
But wait,
She thought. Maybe she could find her mystery bird there. Melusine followed her parents to the market, where they greeted their many friends.
Konnichiwa,
Good afternoon,
Melusine-chan.
said Mr. Tanaka.
konnichiwa,
Good afternoon,
Tanaka-san.
Melusine replied with a respectful bow.
Bon après-midi.
Good afternoon, Felipe waved as he walked by with his dog.
Bon après-midi.
Good afternoon,
Felipe?
echoed Melusine as she waved back. Melusine enjoyed learning different ways to say hello to her friends and neighbors.
Melusine holds her parents' hands as she smiles and waves at the people in the market. A man with a produce stand hands an orange to Papa. Papa holds up 2 fingers. A man with dark hair walks his dog on the path and smiles at Melusine.
As they walked, Melusine could hear the many languages spoken around her. Aha! She thought. The chatter at the market was just like the different sounds the birds made in her backyard. Like her feathered friends, people came in many different colors, sizes, and shapes, and with different abilities.
Melusine and her parents make their way down the busy street and past outdoor cafes. Many people sit at the tables. Word bubbles before their mouths show them to be speaking in different languages.
The marketplace was where people and birds flocked and ate together. Suddenly, a familiar call caught Melusine's attention. Melusine's eyes widened at the grayish-brown bird that had landed right next to her.
It's you!
She exclaimed.
You're my mystery bird. I thought I would never find you.
The bird replied, mimicking a car alarm. Melusine was delighted.
The northern mockingbird is grayish above and whitish below, with 2 white wing bars and outer tail feathers. A mockingbird sounds like many things.
Hello, bird.
Melusine exclaimed.
You don't look like a house sparrow or a goldfinch. And you're not a car. How did you learn to make all those sounds?
Mel, that is a northern mockingbird,
said Papa.
Did you know mockingbirds can learn hundreds of sounds?
Even car alarms?
Asked Melusine.
Oui,
Yes,
even car alarms.
Papa smiled.
Melusine talks to her Papa with a huge smile on her face. Papa and Mama lean down with bright eyes.
You're my first mockingbird,
said Melusine.
Did you know we are alike? I know more than one language, too.
Agreed the mockingbird as they laughed together.
Melusine holds the mockingbird on her finger as they talk to each other.
Mel, it's time to go,
said Papa.
How about asking your birding pals to join us at the National Wildlife Refuge one day? There will be thousands of birds to see.
Melusine's eyes gleamed, brimming with excitement.
Au revoir.
Goodbye,
my mockingbird.
Bye-bye. Goodbye, exclaimed Melusine as she waved.
Mama, Papa, and Melusine wave as the mockingbird flies away.
She was so happy to have finally met her mystery bird. It was très magnifique, magnificent.
Ang galing!
Very good. Melusine couldn't wait to go birding with her friends at the National Wildlife Refuge. But what kind of birds would she see, she wondered. Quieting her excitement as she lay in bed, Melusine lulled herself to sleep, softly mimicking the bird songs she had heard that day.
Choo-choo. Hey, sweetie. Birdie, birdie, birdie.
Melusine lays in a bed with her blanket tucked under her chin. In a thought bubble, she stands on a path with her arms wide open as all of the colorful birds fly around and above her and perch on branches.
This has been Melusine, Birds of Many Feathers, written by Geraldine v. Oades-Sese, Ph.D. Narrated by Aaron Riemann. Audio description narrated by Tom Jordan, and written by Bonnie Barlow, from illustrations by Francesca A. Guerrero. Special thanks to Cornell University's Macaulay Library for bird call sounds at www.macaulaylibrary.org. This has been a production of Imagination Storybooks at imaginationstorybooks.org.